What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another stimulus update. A lot of you guys have been asking about the $2,000 stimulus check, and is it possible that we could see this pass? First, I just want to say yes. There is a possibility that we see a $2,000 stimulus check pass. It's also very likely we could see it happen sooner rather than later. But my guess is that tomorrow we will have more updates as to whether or not we see a $2,000 stimulus check actually pass within the next week, which I personally do not feel or do not personally think that is likely, but we could see it happen very soon. Now, I first just want to address what is currently being considered, what many lawmakers are considering at this time. Currently, many lawmakers are looking at ways to possibly include this $2,000 stimulus check into the current proposal. Now, what most people are saying is that it's not possible to get it into this current proposal. It's just not without blowing up the entire deal. So, what do they do now? Well, earlier today, Bernie Sanders reiterated the exact plan that many people have been considering and talking about over the last few days. And I want to play this video because this is exactly what Bernie Sanders is recommending. So, let's watch the video together and we'll see exactly what he says. So let's go ahead and watch it.
What's next? What's going to happen? Is this bill going to be signed into law?
Jonathan, what the president is doing right now is unbelievably cruel. Many millions of people are losing their extended unemployment benefits. They're going to be evicted from their apartments because the eviction moratorium is ending. We are looking at a way to get the vaccine distributed to tens of millions of people. There's money in that bill. And this president is diddling around, and he may actually veto it. My view is that given the terrible economic crisis facing this country, yes, we do need to get $2,000 out to every working class individual in this country, $500 for their kid. But you can't diddle around with the bill. Sign the bill, Mr. President, and then immediately, Monday, Tuesday, we can pass a $2,000 direct payment for the working families of this country.
So as you can see, Bernie Sanders is saying what many lawmakers have been saying for the last few days. Let's just pass the bill. Let's get it passed. If we can get this bill passed through the House and the Senate, which we already have, then get it signed into law by President Trump, then we can get right back into the drawing board, right back to the negotiation table. And we can start to figure out how can we get a $2,000 stimulus check passed. We can start working on this tomorrow, which is Monday. We can get back to drawing board on Tuesday and Wednesday, and we can still work on this into the new year. We can ensure that a $2,000 stimulus check is being considered. We can work on this into the next stimulus package. So, is the second stimulus check going to be for $2,000? Most people, most lawmakers are currently saying no. There is a 0% chance that the next stimulus check, the second stimulus check, will be for $2,000. Most people are currently saying the second stimulus check will be for about $600 to possibly $1,200. That's what they're saying. So the highest we will see for a second stimulus check is most likely going to be for $1,200. That's the second check. The third check will most likely be for $2,000. But here's the issue. What we know right now is that the highest possible stimulus check at this point is only going to be for $1,200, simply because this is going to add about $150 billion onto the current stimulus package, which is $900 billion. So once we add in that $150 billion, that's going to take us to $1,050 billion. That's $50 billion higher than what Republicans currently say or have said. And most of these people are saying this privately, that they're willing to go up to $1 trillion. So if Republicans are willing to go up to $1 trillion, why did Democrats settle at $900 billion? This is what a lot of people are asking. Now, what we know, right now Republicans will not accept a $2,000 stimulus check to the American people without pulling out additional stimulus, without pulling out funds for, let's say, unemployment. If we give you a $2,000 stimulus check, why should we also give you $300 per week or $1,200 per month in an additional unemployment boost? Why is that? Doesn't make any sense. But then you got other people saying, like, for example, Rand Paul, he says and Pat Toomey has stated this before as well, is why would we give a stimulus check to somebody that is currently working and then we pull away unemployment benefits when we should give money, we should increase the amount or the time frame for the unemployment benefits? That makes more sense than giving a larger stimulus check and giving weekly unemployment benefits as far as a boost. So, many people I know are going to be upset by Republicans wanting to pull out unemployment benefits when, as of this morning, we already lost $300 in that unemployment boost. We lost one full week simply because President Trump didn't sign this into law yesterday, by last night. Now, the issue at this point is that Bernie Sanders and Democrats are addressing one issue that President Trump has. They're addressing the stimulus check, which is a very popular idea. It's very popular among the American people. That, oh, if you give us a $2,000 stimulus check, we're going to be indebted to you. We're going to be grateful. Well, that's great. But President Trump is asking for other things. He wants to see the NDAA fixed, and he wants to see it stopped, that we're not going to rename these Confederate bases. He also wants Section 230 repealed, which is big if he plans to rerun again for president in 2024. He wants this repealed. This needs to get done. This is exactly what Lindsey Graham stated just the other day, is that he is convinced President Trump wants $2,000 stimulus checks and Section 230 repealed. That's what he wants. And then on top of that, he also wants to eliminate much of the wasteful spending that the government has included into that $1.4 trillion government funding bill. So, according to multiple reports today, most people don't see any path forward where lawmakers can renegotiate all of these different provisions to make it acceptable for President Trump. Not saying President Trump is wrong here. I'm not taking Democrats' side. I'm not taking President Trump's side. I'm trying to stay right in the middle. But here's the thing. There is no path forward at this point where Democrats and Republicans and President Trump all get what they want. It's just not possible. So, what I can tell you is that until we hear from Mitch McConnell himself, which we still haven't heard from, we saw a video message on Twitter on Christmas Day. That was it. That was 2 days ago. We haven't heard a single thing from a peep out of Mitch McConnell as to what is he expecting, what does he say, what are his thoughts regarding what President Trump did and said in that Twitter video that he posted where he demanded $2,000 stimulus checks and the elimination of the wasteful spending, the pork or fat, so we called it. Some expect Mitch McConnell is not going to come out tomorrow and really address this much. That's what some are saying, that we can see Mitch McConnell give a statement tomorrow and it has nothing to do with what President Trump said. Nothing to do with stimulus package, has nothing to do with the $2,000 stimulus checks. Some are expecting Mitch McConnell will stay quiet until January 5th. If this happens, then the once booming economy that we once had is going to come crashing further and further down. So, what I can tell you at this point is as we learn more, I promise I'll come back and share more. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. A lot of stuff that us Americans, the public, we're not privy to this information. Even reporters are standing very quiet. They're trying to figure out what is happening. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. My watch is telling me to breathe. It's just talking about stimulus gets me really riled up. Because right now, the American people are suffering. The American people are suffering. Lawmakers are calling for President Trump to sign this bill. But at the same time, all lawmakers are saying $600 is not enough. It's not enough. It's not going to help. But yet they're telling President Trump, sign this bill. We need to get it signed. We need to pass the relief to the American people. Pretty much do a blanket approach. Get everybody the relief that they need. And then we'll come back to the drawing board and we'll do a $2,000 stimulus check. But everyone says, we will do a $2,000 stimulus check. But at the same time, you can't guarantee that. We still haven't heard from Mitch McConnell. That is a big issue. To me personally, not hearing from one of our leaders. And where's Nancy Pelosi been? She's been quiet since she said that the House was going to vote on Monday. But where's she been the last couple days? Nowhere. Nowhere to be found. So this has me wondering what is going on. And all we can do is look at the reports, watch the interviews, see what President Trump is tweeting about, see what Joe Biden's tweeting about, which again, at this point doesn't matter. He's not even the president. but he's in Nancy Pelosi's ear saying, you got to do this, you got to do that. And all this stuff, when you combine it all together, is a huge problem. So that's what we know right now. Consider subscribing so I can continue to keep you updated on everything that's going on. And I'll see you guys on the next one.